Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A local mother with a warning tonight about the long-term effects of RSV.
I had this horrible feeling, like if I just put him in his bassinet and let him go for the night, that he wasn't going to be there in the morning.
That mother's warning comes as the virus is hitting children hard all across the country. We've got full hospitals here in Metro Detroit, too.
In fact, in 6 states, as well as Washington, D.C., at least 90% of pediatric hospital beds are full. Our Jacqueline Francis is live outside Children's Hospital tonight. And Jacqueline, this family's story goes back more than a decade.
It does. The doctors and nurses here at Children's Hospital know Noah and his family all too well. His journey with RSV began 11 years ago. The East Point family now sharing their story to shed light on the long-term effects the virus can have.
An actual title from WWE.
Noah and his brother Luke are big WWE fans and have the action figures to prove it.
Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior.
Like his wrestling heroes, 11-year-old Noah knows what it's like to be tough. His fight with RSV began when he was just 6 weeks old.
I had this horrible feeling, like if I just put him in his bassinet and let him go for the night, that he wasn't going to be there in the morning.
They took him to the hospital where he was diagnosed with the virus.
Things kind of went downhill pretty fast. They said by day 5 it would peak. And by day 5, it had gotten real bad. They told me at the time that he had one of the worst pediatric cases that they had seen.
He was there for 11 days, but the long-term health complications like asthma and the effects of weakened lungs were just beginning.
The next 9 years of his life, he was hospitalized 2 days here, 3 days here, 5 days there. He couldn't go to parties. He couldn't play outside. He couldn't do anything that normal kids could do.
Days before his 9th birthday, what started as flu symptoms morphed into encephalitis, followed by 3 months in a coma. When he woke up, his vision was gone. He also struggled to walk and talk, abilities he's beginning to regain through physical therapy.
Well, what can I say? I'm a miracle.
A miracle indeed, but also a cautionary tale. His mom says she never heard of RSV until it was too late.
Not enough parents know how deadly it can be and how it can lead to other things. I mean, it's not just about recovering from it. It's about the rest of your life after that.
Noah and his family still work every day to protect his health. For them, that includes homeschooling their kids and making sure they're up to date on their vaccinations. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
You are a miracle indeed, Noah. We appreciate that story, Jacqueline. So tough. Yeah. Goodness. Detroit police coming out with new detailed information about what led to the deadly shooting of a woman who was suffering from a mental health crisis.
It comes as some community activists are rallying tomorrow to call on the department to improve how it responds to mental health calls. Mara McDonald live at Detroit Police Headquarters tonight with the latest on the story that we were first bringing you last night at this time. Mara.
Devin, that's right. And the chief giving further insight into what was happening last night. The chief making it clear the biggest concern at that moment in time, family members telling police they believe this woman was going to kill her children. Last night, the call came into 911, a 27-year-old woman, mother of 2, suffering from schizophrenia. She had already hurt her 7-year-old son and assaulted her mother. It's her mother who was begging police for help.
She was very worried that she was going to have to shoot the assailant, which she described as her own child. So she said that I'm afraid I'm going to have to shoot my own child.
Police got to the home on Myers and spent 45 minutes talking through the door, trying to convince the woman to come out and let her children out. She opened the door at one point. Officers could see the gun behind her. She then shut it, refusing to come out. Listen as a police dispatcher relays the info to officers.
She told her mom said she killed 2 kids without the
DPD activated their barricaded gunman protocol and called for SRT. She opened the door again before SWAT got there, and officers made their move.
When the officers rushed inside the door, when the door was open, she went for a gun, and there was a struggle for that gun. And at which time officers fired shots.
4 shots fired by 3 officers. The 27-year-old woman was killed. Back here live, police telling us that they did get the gun out of that home. They did recover the weapon they say she was trying to use, but family members had already told police that there were other items in the house being used as weapons as well, a baseball bat, as well as knives. We're live at Detroit Police Headquarters tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara. A 17-year-old high school student is arrested for posting photos of female students to a pornographic website. Student attends North Farmington High. Police say the photographs were non-sexual in nature, but were posted with the intent to intimidate and harass the students. The district says it was first made aware of the photos Monday night and identified the student involved the next day. That student has been suspended indefinitely pending an expulsion hearing. Farmington Hills Police Department is asking anyone with any further information on the case to come forward.
We've got several orange barrel alerts to look out for if you're heading out this weekend. Right now, westbound 696 is closed from Telegraph to I-275. There, crews will be working on pavement repairs and shoulder widening. Westbound I-94 is also closed from I-75 to I-96. Crews will be setting steel bridge beams on the Grand River overpass, which was rescheduled due to the high winds last weekend. And starting tomorrow morning, northbound I-75 will close from 696 to 14 Mile for crews to reopen all northbound lanes. Then just in time for rush hour on Monday, all freeways will be open by 5 a.m.
Counting is still happening in Nevada and Arizona, but a key race that could determine who controls the U.S. Senate has gotten even closer. This is the Senate race in Nevada between the incumbent Catherine Cortez Masto and Republican challenger Adam Laxalt. Right now, Laxalt ahead by about 800 votes, but still about 6% of the vote to count on Friday, 4 days after the election. Here is where we stand right now when it comes to control of the Senate, with late tonight the Associated Press projecting the Democratic Senator Mark Kelly from Arizona is going to be reelected. So that leaves just Nevada and Georgia without winners in the Senate. Of course, in Georgia, Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker are headed to a runoff election, so we won't have a winner there until next month. But Democrats only need to get to 50 seats to maintain control, since they own the tiebreaker. So if that Nevada race goes the Democrats' way, it won't matter what happens in Georgia next month. But
wow,
stay tuned. Wow,
Friday.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Yep.
3 days later. All right, from 70 degrees just yesterday to possible snowflakes this weekend.
We've been spoiled, so we have to pay for it now.
We do, and unfortunately, we have to pay that price on the weekend. We have cold air out there right now spilling in from the north already. Now, notice the east side is a little warmer. That's because they're still hanging on to some clouds. Out to the west, it is clearing, so the temperature drops rather quickly. 38 in Howell, also in Ann Arbor, 39 in Pontiac. It's about 20 to 25 degrees colder right now than it was last night, and we are not done there. This weekend, we can have wind chills in the teens at times. In fact, take a look at the cold air back to our west. It's three, that's it, in Bismarck right now, and all that cold air is headed in here. Now, we're not going to get into the single digits, but it is going to be a lot colder than what we've become used to over the last several days. 35 in the morning in the city, suburbs dropping down to the low 30s tonight, 40 at noon. Chance of maybe a little drizzle, perhaps a few snowflakes mixed in at times. So if you're headed to the Michigan or Michigan State game tomorrow, oh, it's going to be so cold for both games. 8 o'clock again, could see a little area of drizzle, otherwise cloudy, and 38 degrees. Quick peek at the temperature trend for the next week. Wow, temps well below our average high, which is 51, and we could get a little snow next week. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
Okay, Kim, thank you.